Hi guys, it's your girl Kurlie Keke and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new to my channel, welcome, and don't forget to hit the subscription button below the video. And if you are a regular to my channel, welcome back. In today's video, I just want to discuss with you quickly hair growth with protective styling. So let me jump right into my hair growth tips when doing protective hairstyles. The first point I want to mention when doing protective hairstyling is that you need to prepare your hair properly for a protective hairstyle. And this is because your hair is going to be in this hairstyle for a lengthy period of time, and you want to make sure that your hair is properly hydrated, moisturized, and it's protected under your protective hairstyle. So the first step that I would say is that you need to wash your hair before any protective hairstyle. This is because cleaner scalp and healthy scalp equals more hair growth and a faster hair growth, in my opinion. So I would say you always need to prep your hair in terms of washing your hair, making sure that your hair is clean before any protective hairstyle. So after washing your hair, I would say the next step will be to ensure that your hair is properly moisturized and hydrated and everything before you install any type of hair extensions or before you do any type of protective hairstyling. So what I usually do is wash my hair, and when my hair is wet, that's when I apply my hair products. I use a hair moisturizer, and I sometimes use either oil or grease to ensure that my hair is properly hydrated. You can add whatever additional oils that you want to your hair to act as a sealant, but for me, I noticed that using hair grease usually works better for my hair type because I tend to get dry scalp really fast, so it helps to keep my hair or seal that moisture within my hair. So what about you? What do you use to moisturize your hair before you do any type of protective hairstyle? What do you do in terms of your hair prep process before you install any of your protective hairstyles? So for me, of lately, if I'm using any type of hair extensions in my hair, for example like the one you see me in right now, I tend to wash or sort of rinse the hair extensions before I install them in my hair. Over the past couple months, what I noticed is that if I apply any hair extensions to my hair that I buy straight out of the store, it tends to itch a lot. So usually what I do is I take my hair extensions and I soak it in some apple cider vinegar and water for about 15 minutes roughly, and then I rinse the hair with some shampoo, and then I apply whatever conditioner to the hair and I rinse it out. This takes out whatever chemicals or whatever the manufacturers used on the hair extension. It usually tends to take whatever buildup that there is on the extension, take it off, and in that way the hair extension is clean and I get a lot less itching during my protective hairstyle. Let me know in the comment section below, do you prep your extensions before you apply them, or do you just apply them straight from the store? I mean, there's no judgment or anything, but let me just know what works for you as compared to what works for me. So you can drop me that comment in the comment section below. Extension. Now when you finally get to the point of installing your extensions or doing whatever protective hairstyles, you want to always remember to be gentle on your hair and your edges. So if you are doing any type of protective hairstyles, you don't want to be pulling and tugging on your hair while you're applying the hair extensions. If you're putting in hair extensions and they are like too tight for your hair, then you're definitely doing something wrong. Your hair should not be ever too tight in a sense that where it's giving you headaches and it's pulling out your hair or anything like that when you are installing the hair extensions. So always remember to be gentle on your hair, and this is gonna help or avoid with any irritation of your scalp or anything, and it's going to encourage a healthy hair growth process. Another point that is really important is that you should not ever neglect your hair when it's in a protective hairstyle. So you can probably use different oils. There are different hair growth oils that you can apply to your hair when it's in like a protective hairstyle to it's not going to moisturize your hair, but it's going to add some sort of sealant or protectant or whatever it is to your hair. and avoid the extensions from sucking the moisture or all of the moisture from your hair. That you would also want to keep in mind that you should take your protective hairstyles down in time. So you don't want to keep a protective hairstyle in your hair for months upon months, and you're gonna think that, hey, my hair is, it's low manipulation, so it's gonna grow a lot faster and a lot more. I mean, this may work for some, but it doesn't work for me. The longest that I've ever kept any braids or anything like that in my hair for is 6 weeks, and this was only because I was able to wash my hair while it was in the braids. And as of lately, I would say I never really keep a protective hairstyle longer than 2 weeks, and it's because I need to take my hair down and do a good deep condition to ensure that my hair is properly hydrated, and then apply fresh moisturizers to my hair to ensure that my hair is properly moisturized. So that's my main reason for not keeping a protective hairstyle in my hair too long, is because I can't go too long without deep conditioning my hair and applying fresh moisture to my hair. When you're taking down your hair, is that you need to once again be gentle on your hair. So you want to be careful during your taking down process that you don't pull and tug too much on your hair, because most of the times after keeping a hairstyle or protective hairstyle in for a long period of time or some extended period of time, many times your hair may be dry depending on whatever protective hairstyle you had in your hair. So you want to be careful not to cause any breakage to your hair while you are removing whatever hair extensions, depending on the type of protective hairstyle that you had installed in your hair. And next thing is that you want to be careful during your detangling process. So some protective hairstyles, if you're doing individuals or box braids, depending on the size, you have a buildup of dirt and products on your hair, and you don't want to start from the roots of your hair to just comb out those knots or whatever it is. You want to always start from the ends of your hair, and then you move your way down to the roots of your hair. Most of the times when I'm taking down my protective hairstyle, I tend to detangle with my fingers before I go in with any additional combs or anything like that. And usually I apply like an oil or some sort of moisturizer to my hair before I start detangling my hair after taking down whatever protective hairstyle. So I never detangle my hair when it's dry. I always try to apply some sort of moisture or moisturizer to my hair before I do any type of detangling. When you take your protective hairstyles down, it's important that you deep condition your hair. After deep conditioning your hair, for me it's important to properly moisturize your hair, and this is because once again your hair had been in a protective hairstyle for an extended period of time, and you may have lost some moisture in your hair, and you want to ensure that your hair is properly moisturized, hydrated, so that it can encourage healthy hair growth, and it's going to avoid any breakage. The drier your hair is, it's the more brittle your hair is going to be. And if you are doing any type of wash in terms of washing your hair, deep conditioning your hair, and you're seeing like really short strands breaking off from your hair, that's because your hair might be a bit dry, or your hair is actually breaking and it's not going to retain any length that you had just gained during your protective hairstyles. So that's why it's really important to ensure that your hair is properly moisturized, and I guess you'll be good to go. And last but not least, when you're doing protective styling, it's also important to give your hair a break. So I don't ever like take one style out today and then tomorrow put the next style in. What I usually do is I take my protective hairstyles down, I do whatever deep conditioning and hydrating, moisturizing process for my hair, and then I leave my hair in some twists or whatever it is for like a couple days or sometimes a week. It all depends on what style I had my hair in. So I always tend to leave my hair out and give my roots and my scalp a break in between my protective hairstyles. And when I mention protective hairstyles, I'm referring to mainly adding braids or hair extensions or crochet or whatever you see me doing on my channel. Not necessarily if you're doing, like for example, a weave or whatever it is. If you're doing wigs, then for sure your hair is cornrowed and you can just put a wig on and that's a protective hairstyle. Your hair is covered and it's not a lot of manipulation. But for me, what I do a lot is a lot of braids and crochet hairstyles, so there's a lot of tension on my roots because the hair is actually hanging on to my hair. So that's why I tend to give my hair a break in between my protective hairstyles, where there's nothing really pulling and tugging on the roots of my hair. So what works for me may not work for you, but I just wanted to share with you all what I do in between, during, and after my protective hairstyle. So thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video. It's going to cost you nothing and it's going to help a whole lot in terms of promoting my channel. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up for this video. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the points that I mentioned. Let me know what is similar with your hair doing when you're doing your protective hairstyles. Let me know what you would add or what I missed in this video, and let's just have a discussion in the comment section below. So don't forget to hit the subscription button below the video if you have not subscribed, and I will see you in my next video.